it's Chellbee, and today I'm back with another video. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, if you guys are seeing me for the first time, I hope you guys subscribe today so that you can see my alerts every time a new video is posted. I'm the blogger behind Chellbee.com. I'm also the voice behind I Am Chellbee podcast, and I'm sorry, I'm in a silly mood. I can also be found at I Am Chellbee on social media. So now that we've got the intros out of the way, I hope you guys are having an amazing summer. I don't know if you are following me on Instagram, but I've posted a few photos, and I will be posting a lot more of my trip to California. It was an absolutely amazing trip. I really enjoyed myself, and it was so needed. Like, the timing could not have been more perfect for everything that we were going through, which I'll share later. I don't want to talk about in this video. But the timing couldn't have been more perfect. It was so beautiful, and it really felt like home again, which is, I know, odd to say, but I think it felt like home again because my husband was with me, and so it was just a really special time. We had so much fun. Me and him, we just kind of went on a little adventure, and it was just a really good time. It was beautiful. It just reminded me of like the importance of really getting to spend time with family. I got to see all of my nieces and nephews in one place at one time, and that has not happened in years upon years. And you know, I'm just so proud of them, and I'm gonna start crying. No crying in this video today. I'm just so proud of them, and it was a good feeling to see everybody, and it was just exciting. It was a good time. I'm so glad that my cousin got married and they're expecting a baby, and it's just, I don't know, right now it's just a really good time. It's hard for me not to find like good right now. Not that things are perfect, because they never are, but I don't know. Right now, where I am in my life, I just choose to look at the good things and to make those be the moments that I exemplify. So anyways, now that I have digressed into summer vacays, I hope you guys are going somewhere this summer, even if it's just to a lake, you know, visiting family. Let me know what you guys are doing this summer. I would love to hear from you. I'm hoping that we get to go camping this summer. Me and my husband usually go camping or fishing during the summertime, so I'm hoping we get to go out and do that. I know I don't look like an outdoors person, but I really love it, and that's when I do like my best writing, is when me and him go outdoors. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys have something planned. If you don't have something planned, find something to do, even if it's just going to the park with some friends or family. It's so important that we just get out and enjoy, you know, this weather and nature and, you know, all the beautiful things that God has created around us. Anyways, I have digressed for like the 15th time. Can you guys tell I'm just so scatterbrained? Today's video, I wanted to talk about, actually kind of related, but not really. I don't know. I would connect the dots. I don't know. You guys go with me in my randomness. I wanted to talk about just not believing everything you see. Like I said a few times in this video already, you know, I choose to, you know, exemplify the great moments that are going on right now in our lives. And I choose to try to share like those type of moments. But there are tons of things happening, you know, behind the scenes, and I think that goes for everybody, you know, you guys included. I'm sure you can relate. You don't post on social media most of the time like your heartache or, you know, your financial struggles or, you know, the crap you may be going through at work. That just no one does that. So I think sometimes like social media, that we give on social media a lot of times, especially, you know, public figures, they give this illusion that everything is great and perfect always, and you know, everything is just roses and dinner and vacations and everything is beautiful and amazing. And honestly, no one's life is really like that. I don't care how much money you have. There are times where things are not right, where you're frustrated, where you're annoyed, where things aren't picture perfect. But no one shows that on social media. So I think that we're growing up in a time where if we don't tell like our children, if we don't tell our our nieces and nephews, if we don't tell the youth like that's not how life is, it's not fancy cars and plane rides and trips, that they're gonna think that that's what everyone is doing and that somehow their life is, you know, less than, you know? I don't know. I hope that makes sense, but you know, we have to toe like such this fine line of like balancing real life and then also trying to share, you know, the things that we're experiencing that we enjoy. But I guess the older I get, the more and more I kind of think of my responsibilities of just being transparent, you know, because I never want someone that's younger than me, or, you know, someone who is, you know, still youthful, not, you know, not an adult quite yet and still pretty impressionable. I never want them to think that like life is picket fences and fairy tales and roses. And I don't mean that like to be harsh, but you know, it creates like envious and jealous behavior with kids a lot of times, is what I'm starting to notice. And they start to think that like they got like the short end of the stick, when in reality they just don't see the full picture of people's lives on social media. But we do so much on social media, and our kids and our, you know, our youth, they're so tied into the internet and all these social connections that I think it's hard for them to really understand the difference between reality and, I mean, let's face it, like people's public figure. Because even if you aren't a celebrity, we all have our public figure, you know, the person that we portray on social media, or we portray, you know, in our business or at work. We all have that public figure that that we allow the world to see. And then we have the person that we are at home. Like, child, I ain't got this big old bun on my head when I'm you know, sitting around the house getting work done. I'm not dressed up sitting in makeup when I'm sitting around the house. But that's what I share on social media. So I guess today was just like a little PSA for just like, let's try to keep the youth and the kids that you have around you just grounded in the reality that social media is a very small part of someone's life. It kind of reminds me of Proverbs 31, where, you know, they talk about all the hard work she's put in, and, you know, the helpers that she has, and her being more precious than jewels, and her husband, you know, he values her and he sees her strength, and all the dignity that she has, and all those things are great and true about that woman. But that is like a synopsis of that woman's whole life. You know, she has one verse to synopsis her whole life. So sometimes I think we forget that like it's a whole picture and there's more to it than that. And just staying grounded in that is really important, especially if you're around children or youth, because at the end of the day, like our 18, 19, 20-year-old youth that for today are kind of more minded as if they were still like high school aged. I don't know. I don't know how else to say that. Like, the maturity level and the things that they have had to deal with are really different from previous generations. And so, and it may just be the exposure, you know, there's so much more exposure today. They get to see so many different things, but they're not seeing whole pictures, and so it's kind of hard for them to really understand that, especially if they don't have people in their lives to explain that to them. Ultimately, my point is whether you're a teenager, whether you're an adult, you know, whether you're retirement age, the things that we see, you know, on TV, on the internet, it's not really the full picture of anyone's life. And sometimes even in the Bible, what we read is not the full pictures of people's lives. I mean, the book would be so much thicker if they had to give us a full picture of every person that's ever mentioned in the Bible. But there's just kind of that need to really fulfill and fill in the gaps, especially for our youth. I don't know where I was going with that today. I guess just to say, don't believe everything you see. even when it comes to, you know, what I share, there's only so much time in a day for me to share what's going on with even me. I can't share like every single thing, but I try to share what's significant. The experiences that I feel are most relatable is what I choose to share, and I try to keep it honest and transparent, and just stick with whatever my truth is. I mean, at the end of the day, you guys know I always say embrace your beautiful imperfections. I'm imperfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. You know, I strive to be the best me I can be every day. But at the end of the day, will I make mistakes and missteps along the way? Most definitely. And I just try to share those mistakes and those missteps in the most positive way possible to help, you know, other people, you know, avoid having that same experience or avoid having to go through that same pain. Anyways, I hope today's rant was somewhat helpful. And I now don't know what I'm going to title this, but I hope today's rant was helpful. I'm getting very ranty lately. I don't know. Anyways, my brain. So we have reached our expiration date for today, you guys. I'm hoping to maybe, just maybe, do a vlog or two in the near future, but I'm not ready yet. I think I need to get like a different camera or something if I'm gonna do that, because I don't want to take my huge one. But I am hoping to share some more of like my daily life. I know there are a lot of people who are aspiring bloggers and aspiring entrepreneurs, so I do want to share more and more just about like the daily, you know, grind, and that there is like a lot more work that goes into it than what you see. And I'm sounding very monotone right now, so I'm sorry, you guys, my voice. So I do want to start sharing some vlogs in the future. I don't know when I'm going to start sharing vlogs, but I hope to do so soon. And then, you know, there's been a lot going on in my personal life that I hope to share eventually, but I'm just not ready to share it right now. You know, that I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain it right now. Hopefully at some point I'll be at a better place to talk to you guys more about that. But for now, I'm going to wrap up and call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you subscribe. Share this on your social media if there's anyone you think that can benefit from this message. Can benefit from today's video. Anywho, I'm going to shut up. Much love and peace and blessings to you all. You guys know I'm praying for you, and I love you. Bye. I don't know what was that? Bye, you guys. I'll see you next time.